everyone, today I'm planning to share with you all of the books I'm planning to read in September. So these last few months of the year, can you believe we only have 4 months left of the year? Because I can't, because what is time? What is life? It flies by so freaking quickly. Either way, there are a ton of new releases coming out these next 4 months. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the rest of the books I'll probably read all year are going to be new releases. That is not because I want to stay up with the trend, things like that, because I am legitimately excited for all the new releases that are coming out. Like, I'm really excited for them. And then it starts this month, and let's just say I'm gonna be so broke. It's ridiculous. Thank goodness my birthday's this month, so I can be able to afford some of them. I only have 3 physical books to show you that I'm reading this month. The rest are not even out yet. I need to purchase them. Waiting with bated breath. So I'm going to start with the 3 that I actually have a copy of. So the first one is The Lady Rogue by Jen Bennett. Jen Bennett is a YA contemporary author, and this is her first foray into fantasy. So I'm excited for this one. This one I will probably say is my least anticipated one of the whole month, because I love Jen Bennett's writing, but I just don't know how she'll do going into a different genre. All I know about this one, it's like The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue meets The Last Magician, which that's great. I think it's like about a journey or something like that in Romania. I don't know. It says going into Gothic villages and dark castles, so it sounds really spooky and creepy and great for September, so I'm gonna try it. It has like 360 pages, which is not too bad for a fantasy, so fingers crossed I will love this one, and that would be amazing that Jen Bennett could write an amazing contemporary and an amazing fantasy. Like, yes. The next 2 don't even come out this month. They come out the next month. The first one being Twice and a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. This one comes out in October, I think. When did it come out? This one comes out October 22nd, but October is the one month I read like all spooky things, not really any contemporary books, so gotta read this early. This is about these 2 characters. It's about a daughter of a film star, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, she meets this guy who doesn't know that she's that, and they fall in love really quickly, and then she reveals, hey, I'm the daughter of this film star. And then the next day she's found out by the paparazzi, so she thinks that he ratted her out, and they like kind of break up, don't talk to each other, and I think years later they reunite. So I think it's a second chance romance book. A lot of people compare this to Love and Other Words by her, which is one of my favorite Christina Lauren books, if not my favorite. So I'm very excited for this one. I love a good steamy second chance romance any day of the week. Up is the Bromance Book Club. This one does not come out till November apparently, but I'm gonna read it this month because there are so many other new releases coming out in November that I don't think I'll have time to read it in said month. This one is about this guy that's a baseball star, and his name's Gavin Scott, and his marriage is falling apart. His wife lets him know that he is not pleasing her in a certain department of their marriage, if you catch my drift, and so they break up, and he decides to figure out why exactly, so he forms this book club with other men, and they read historical romance novels to try to learn how to please ladies, which, I mean, that just sounds like an amazing plot. I really have high expectations for this because the plot is so original. I've never heard of a plot like this before. The cover alone, I just think it's going to be so good, and I really hope it's going to be good. I'm going to read it early and let you guys know if it is good or not. I really, really hope so. Okay, the rest of the books I have to read off because I don't have copies of them. 5 Dark Fates by Kendara Blake, which comes out on September 3rd, which is probably already out by the time you're saying this. This is the 4th and final book in the 3 Dark Crowns series, which I love. It's a kind of dark fantasy novel about 3 sisters that have to fight to each other to the death, and one of them will be the queen. I really enjoy it. I'm excited to see its finale and see what's gonna. On the 17th, we have Steel Tide by Natalie C. Parker. This is a sequel to Seafire, which I read this year. I think, maybe, oh, I can't remember, maybe it was last year, but it's basically about female pirates, and I really enjoyed it. Nobody seems to talk about it, but I enjoyed it, so I definitely want to read the sequel. I don't know if this is going to be a duology or a trilogy. I'm not quite sure yet, but I want to read it. And then I have some books that I'm going to read for the Contemporary-thon that are also new releases for this month that I can't share with you yet because Contemporary-thon's later in the month, so be on the lookout for my Contemporary-thon TBR. Sorry to like bait you for more video content stuff. Video will be soon. And the last book that I'm definitely the most excited for that I'm planning to read this month is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. This is the sequel to Carry On, and I finally read Carry On this year and I fell in love with it much like everybody else, so I am so excited for this one. Carry On is set in the world of like Fangirl, which is also by Rainbow Rowell. So in Fangirl, we had a character named Kath, and she would read fan fiction, and her favorite series was Simon Snow, kind of like Harry Potter, and she would write Simon Snow fan fiction. And throughout Carry On, we got snippets of the Simon Snow books. So basically Carry On is Simon Snow. It's kind of a parody of Harry Potter. It's funny, it's romantic, it's cute. I'm freaking stoked for Wayward Son. I cannot wait. I'm planning to read like 9 or 10 books this month. Let's hope that that can happen. Sorry, it's a little bit disjointed this month, but with new releases and I don't have them physically, I just kind of don't know how to talk ever with that. So please forgive me for this disjointed TBR, but I'm really excited for all the books this month. Rest assured on that. I can't wait to film reviews. Check out, there's gonna be a lot of single reviews this month. That is for sure. There's also gonna be a lot of match reviews. Just a lot of reviews in general. Hope that's okay because I love doing those. But either way, I would love to hear what new releases you're reading this month because like I said, this month is explosive for new releases and I'm sure I am missing some. Either way, let me know down in the comments. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.